onto the field first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give to the back. Finds a little space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. After a good gain on that one, they'll spot it at the 43.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Huskies will line it up on first and 10. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They punted away on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Zips offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early, get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened last time.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man? The durability, the toughness. He's got all those characteristics.
250.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, or we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Zips line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Bermudez. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. Able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Zips take over and after and ready to get that offense to work. That last drive fizzled out. They had to play.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around of erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking to fire. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Right down the middle. And it's gone. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball get to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking for room. It's Bermudez. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to the playmaker. If he could just make...
Flips a tackle and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Defense Heaves it deep. Catches it hard. It's good. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. Jukes his way for more.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Watson. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll get rid of it. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Zips will hustle to the line.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Back open in middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Away from the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Zips started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
To the back on the screen. Just taking me in this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Man, is so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Snagged in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Spins away from the defender.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Here's a hit. Nowhere to go with the ball. Now he goes at the 39.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside. Got the sack on the play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Lacy. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the RPO and
controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Line tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And right in the middle, it's Bermudez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Good in the middle, it's Bermudez. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Bermudez. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure coming. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bermudez. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And the extra point is good. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The give to the back. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Speeding down the left side. And he ran it over the ground and taken it out.
Scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of the defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost a throw on first down. On the run, fires to the field. Just right in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I love when you understand understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one. Quarterback making checks. They want to throw it. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Tries to throw it.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills to look for a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown.
He'll start the return inside the spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the need to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is the 7th quarter.
All the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They gave up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. This UConn offense really has it going. They'll move the wide receiver. And that one's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer. We'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. The throw. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. And some room to work. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They'll try to get it through the air. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. The jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Making side adjustments here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Outside the pocket, let's go. Touchdown, Zach. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by a tight end scoring that touchdown. It doesn't matter what play this offense runs all game long. Everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive line play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he had...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The Zips come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to come behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He has the post and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Zips are flying down the field. To the air on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Behind the line, it's Watson. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I absolutely love love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
UConn quick to the line. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops the throw. Got his man on the way. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Zips will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down on to Isaac, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the middle. Looking for the goal line. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. The play. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
They just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week